check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, man. Here in the round circles, and I put a source in the description that Kell Brook will retire in the next 48 hours. That's why it's being talked about that Terrence Crawford will fight Angus the Meme Machine. I'll do a video talking about that. It'll be real short. Appreciate everybody for checking back in. Goodfellow Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, thehealthblaze.com. The promo code is in the description. You get 18% off the 100% all natural products, okay? I'm going to talk about Kell Brook's career, man, and how Eddie Hearn completely destroyed his career. Now, everybody might not know the stories or know the backstory, so I share this. I've said this on multiple occasions. I don't think I dedicated a video to it. But you know what I want to say to Kell Brook? Hopefully everything is good in your retirement. Hopefully you got your finances in order. And don't end up like Chris Eubanks Sr. broke as fucking with Barry Hearns back in the day. That's Eddie Hearn's daddy. Alright? But, hey, man, you know. Alright, man. It hurt me to do this video, man. Because I ain't gonna lie. I picked Kell Brook to beat Errol Spence, okay? I felt that Kell Brook was just a little bit too seasoned for Errol Spence. And I was looking good for a couple rounds. But Errol Spence, I think he knew once he stepped up the pace, it was gonna be a wrap, okay. But I like I said before, I don't have no regrets, or I would never brought it up, okay. But Kell Brook, you know what? He fought a guy with a lopsided record, like 20 and like 60 something or whatever it is, like several times. Eddie Hearn babied him. He had a tough fight in Oklahoma. What was it, Miami, Oklahoma, where Carson Jones, where a lot of people felt that he lost. Okay, then, okay, he came back and beat Carson Jones at a point in time convincingly. I believe he parked him, stopped him. All right, and I remember one of the things that stand out to me about Kell Brook. Okay, it ain't a great thing, it ain't really a bad thing, but I remember I was going to see Kell Brook versus Devin Alexander. It was supposed to be at the Masonic Temple in Detroit. Okay, he pulled out of that fight. He pulled out the Devin Alexander fight a few times. Okay, I don't know how many people know that. Obviously, that night, Ishii Smith became a world champion. Okay, never forget that night. All right. Eventually, Devin Alexander had to fight Sean Porter. Sean Porter completely obliterated Devin Alexander that night. Okay, that shit at the Barclays Center. It was just a bad matchup. He used Timothy Bradley plans. They talked to Timothy Bradley and Joel Diaz about how to beat Devin Alexander. And most people, I remember somebody said the other day, I was somewhere on the boxing thread or whatever, and they said, well, you know, Tim Bradley took Devin Alexander hard. I don't think that was the point. I don't think that happened to Devin Alexander to get off point for a minute, because he came back and he won a welterweight title by outboxing Marcos Maidana, but that's when he had the opiate addiction, and I think his career went down from there. All right, and I also think he for the title, or he took the title from Randall Bailey. That's what happened. He outboxed Randall Bailey. It was an ugly fight. He won 2, clinched all night, because Randall Bailey is one of the biggest punchers in the modern history of welterweight division. Okay, remember he knocked out who? Mike Jones. Remember he knocked out Mike Jones, and Mike Jones never was heard from again. Big welterweight. Now Randall Bailey is doing bare knuckle boxing, by the way. I mean, that's not a great combination for somebody who he fighting, but hey, it is what it is. And Jeff Horn beat Ali Funka, and I think he beat Randall Bailey in some order before he fought Manny Pacquiao. Okay, all right. Then Sean Porter got the belt. Kell Brook, I think he pulled out he got injured twice versus Sean Porter. Sean Porter, I think, got injured once. They eventually fought in the StubHub Center. Kell Brook won. He beat him with a 1-2 uppercut, left hook, mixing in there, and he worked on holding. Sean Porter didn't make the proper adjustments, didn't use the right angles. That's here nor there, okay? I believe he got better from that fight, and for me, I believe Kell Brook regressed from that fight, to be honest. He went on to fight maybe JoJo Dan or whoever else he went to fight, and you know, he had opportunity at this point to fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman said, I think he said he went over to Sheffield and fought him, and this is where it gets interesting. This is the part where Eddie Hearn destroys his career. Could have fought Keith Thurman. But the fight that was on the table was Jesse Vargas. Now, they wanted Jesse Vargas to come over to Sheffield, which I don't understand why he didn't have Kell Brook come over to the United States. Anyway, and let Top Rank front the bill. I guess it was on pay-per-view. Why he didn't let Top Rank front the bill and just had Kell Brook fight Jesse Vargas in the States. Jesse Vargas and Top Rank wanted a certain amount of money to come over to Sheffield. Eddie Hearn refused to pay that certain type of money. So instead of Kell Brook fighting Jesse Vargas, who was the WBO title holder at the time, and Kell Brook held the IBF title, Kell Brook jumped up 2 weight classes and fought Triple G. This is where his career destroyed at. No way I'm about to put a welterweight. And I know Kell Brook was a big welterweight. Kell Brook should have been a 154-pounder the majority of his career, in a lot of people's opinion. But it's no way I'm letting my welterweight champion over whatever it was, a couple 100,000, $1 million, even a couple million. No way I'm letting my one of my prized possessions, my title holders, go up 2 weight classes to fight Triple G. What Eddie Hearn thought was going to happen, he could move up, fight Triple G, probably lose, and drop his belt, never have to fight Errol Spence. Okay? That ain't how it worked out. He got his face broken, and Kell Brook refused to go out like a hoe. And what I mean by that, he refused to let his title go and not lose it in the ring versus Errol Spence. He manned up, he studded up, and fought Errol Spence. I'm not mad at him. You know, I think the smart thing would have been able to do was just in Eddie Hearn, take time off, drop the belt, and move up and wait. He didn't want to do that. But, just rewind it for a minute. Where it all went bad at was them not anteing up the money to have Jesse Vargas come to Sheffield or send Kell Brook to the United States. And ultimately, this was the turning point in the end of Kell Brook's career. When he didn't fight Jesse Vargas and unify the WBO IBF, and I'm going to tell you why that was so important. It wasn't just to say I was a unified champion in the welterweight division. What he could have did was, you know what? You know, if you didn't fight Errol Spence next, the IBF was going to strip you. Bob Arum wanted that belt back. Okay? What he could have did was drop the IBF belt, let Errol Spence have it, fought Manny Pacquiao in a big fight. Terrence Crawford wasn't up there. And he would have beat Jesse Vargas at the time. Him and Pacquiao could have had a big fight. His orbital bone probably would have never been broke. He'd have made more money than he probably made versus Triple G in Sheffield or wherever they had that fight at over there in England. He'd have made a ton of money. And you would have had your health intact. And you would have had your honor intact. And who knows? You might beat Manny Pacquiao at the time. Because Jeff Horn did. Not saying y'all got the same style, but you might beat Manny Pacquiao. You could always go back and fight Errol Spence, and then you wouldn't have to lose the weight back again. You had to come back down the weight. But that's what I'm talking about. When people sign with Eddie Hearn, this is the type of work your manager must do. He sold out Kell Brook over a couple million. And those same couple million, he fronted Danny Jacobs. Because maybe he had his own behind him. Because Danny Jacobs came in overweight versus Canelo Alvarez. He came up to, I can't remember, maybe $1 million, $1.5 million. I don't know what he came in over. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you didn't have a couple million to give him or whatever for Jesse Vargas to come over, they should have sent Kell Brook over to the United States. He would have beat Jesse Vargas. It isn't Jesse Vargas that beat Saddam Ali. The turning point in his career was not fighting Jesse Vargas to become a unified champion. They chose not to be a unified champion to get beat up by Triple G. How I mean, as a fighter, okay, as a manager, as a dad, as a brother, as a close confidant, as a trainer, Dominic Ingle, as anybody looking at him, Bill Haney, Devin Haney Pop, Danny Jacobs, no matter how many fights you want with Canelo Alvarez, or how bad you want the WBC lightweight belt if you Devin Haney, or Tevin Farmer, however you looking at it, how can you sign with a guy like that, to be honest? How can you, and you can say, well, he learned from his mistakes, CJ. All right, cool. But I can never trust nobody. I can never trust nobody who helped a guy make a career suicide decision. This dude retiring off of that decision. Had Kell Brook never took that decision, Kell Brook wouldn't be retiring. Kell Brook could comfortably be fighting at 54 with a healthy face, 2 healthy orbital bones. Triple G broke one, Errol broke another. Had the first never broke, then the other one never broke. This dude is supposed to at least go down in history as a two-time welterweight champion. He's supposed to at least go down in history He fought Manny Pacquiao. What if he beat Pacquiao? Some people might see a Hall of Famer. Maybe if he didn't need the weight cut, maybe he would have beat Errol Spence. Came back, picked up the IBF. Maybe he would have. Imagine if Kell Brook would have had the IBF and the WBO. Okay, the landscape looks 100% different. All you know, your super fight may be Kell Brook, Keith Thurman, or Kell Brook, Terrence Crawford. Maybe Keith Thurman doesn't go away for years. Maybe feel like he could beat Kell Brook. What if Kell Brook upset Keith Thurman and had 3 belts? And then rematch Sean Porter. Sean Porter beat him. I mean, Eddie Hearn completely is responsible for which way this division went. Real talk. Because I guarantee you Keith Thurman would have kept that energy and fought Kell Brook. He had 3 belts. He'd have had that WBA title. He'd have scooped them 2 belts up from Kell Brook if he would have won. And all he would have needed was the WBC belt. Hey, if it wasn't for Eddie Hearn, Keith Thurman would probably be undisputed, retiring by now. And this is the guy that people sign with. This is the guy people trust. Hey, what Meek Mill say? Even if you work for a couple, what he say? Even if you, I can't remember, I'm paraphrasing. Even if you got a couple $100 million, pussy don't make you real. Even $100 million don't make you real. Even if you got $1 billion, Eddie Hearn, it don't make you real. But this is the important part about having a manager. This is an important part, okay? This is an important part about having somebody in your team that care about you. When people go sign with Eddie Hearn, do they? I mean, with the internet, Wikipedia, or whatever. I mean, your mom can jump on there and see what they did to Chris Eubanks Sr. Somebody else, auntie or cousin or brother, could look up what they did to Jesse Vargas with enough hard work and due diligence on the internet. It's a matter of minutes. They can find this video on Google, on YouTube, and see what he done and check what I said, and it's absolutely 100% true. This man sacrificed one of his champions over a couple $1 million. And this is who you want fighting on the front line with you? This is who you want fighting in your foxhole? Kell Brook might not say it, but Eddie Hearn is the reason Kell Brook is retiring at whatever age he is right now. Dominic Ingle might, bite his tongue because Eddie Hearn might ask him to train one of his fighters, or he might be training one of Eddie Hearn's fighters. Eddie Hearn's the reason Kell Brook got threw off a plane going to where? Italy? Because he was drunk. This dude was depressed. He was drunk on planes. Cussing stewardess out and shit like that. Depressed. Drunk. It's because Eddie Hearn. This who you want representing you? It's like you fighting for your life, and you can call a high-powered attorney, or you can stick with a public defender. If I call Al Heyman, shit, if I can call Bob, then I'm gonna call Eddie Hearn to catch the Duva. If I got a choice, real talk. This is the decision these live fighters need to make up. You gonna call him? You gonna call Eddie Hearn? You gonna call a public defender? Or you gonna call Al Heyman? Or you gonna call at least Bob Arum? Shit, bare minimum, shit, you might as well call Oscar De La Hoya before you call Eddie Hearn. He probably got that same $1 billion backing Eddie Hearn got from the zone. But I'll never forget he messed this guy's career up. Never forget it. Never forget it. Never forget this shit. And Kell Brook can never forget it. Unless he gets some type of Alzheimer's, dementia, some shit like that. And therefore, that would be because of Eddie Hearn. You think Kell Brook gonna be able to call Eddie Hearn? Oh, Eddie, man, I had my account look, and I'm missing a couple thousand. Let me hold a couple thousand to the end of the week. Eddie Hearn gonna click, boom. Kell Brook, who are you? Do you fight for me? Shame, man, but it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, and video request. Continue to share the videos. Appreciate the love and support. Everybody showing the channel. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get you 18% off their 100% all natural products church. But I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Check out the Patreon. I want to make a donation. Those links in the description. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. Let me know if I missed anything or how you feel about the video. Hey, tweet this shit out to Eddie Hearn, man. You need to hear this and to Kell Brook. But hey, sad story, man. But it's going to go down to one of the saddest stories in boxing history, okay? Let me know what you think about the video. Comment one time for the